I can hear you guys. Hello and welcome everyone to the CSN Mint YouTube Live Friday. Thank you for joining us on all of our social media, X, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. We are excited to be here. I've got my team behind the camera. Obviously, I'm in front of the camera. Normally, Corey's with us, but not today. So we are excited to bring you some amazing opportunities, some absolute steals. We're continuing with the YouTube Live free shipping promo code on all items today. So don't worry, that has not gone away. We appreciate you joining us, and you're actually going to see something that a couple of items here that nobody has seen before. So thank yourself for joining. You get to see a first of a kind here today with us shortly. I'm going to start out, though, with the 2023 Morgan dollar from the San Francisco Mint. Now, this particular coin is in the original mint packaging here. All right, so we've got the San Francisco proof issue, and we've got that in the original packaging just like it came from the mint when it sold out last year, 2023. This is important to understand, folks. You must understand this. This is the first ever proof Morgan dollar with the S Mint mark on the coin. And you'll see that just above the word $1 and below the wreath there. You'll see the S Mint mark on this coin, struck at San Francisco, obviously. Now, 1878 to 1921, the Morgans were the original series, all right? And there were some proofs made in Morgans. Now, those were all made out of the Philadelphia Mint. So those coins from the original 1878 to 1921, which are extremely rare, extremely hard to find, and extremely expensive, never had a mint mark on them because Philadelphia never did the mint mark, okay? So the proof issue, first ever with the S Mint mark, is available here, and it is in the original Morgan original government packaging, 2023 Morgan out of San Francisco, prominently displayed on that certificate of authenticity. You've got this opportunity here, and you've got it at just $99.95. Call the number on the screen or get online, csnmint.com, YouTube Live promo code. Now, this is extraordinarily timely, extremely timely. The 2024 Morgan and Peace dollars have been released as of only yesterday. Now, those were done in the Philadelphia Mint. Those are going to be the Mint State coins. There have been no proof issues for this year yet released by the Mint. That will happen later in the year. But again, this is the first of a kind, first S Mint mark proof Morgan dollar ever. So, we always talk about collectability. What is one of the key indicators of collectability? First of a kind. It will be very interesting to see what happens in 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now when collectors start to realize, oh gosh, this is the first ever proof Morgan with the S Mint mark on there? That's when it's going to be real interesting. It's real interesting now at only $99.95. We do also have for you, which is a tremendous value, we have a 5-pack. We have never done this on the show before. You see it on the screen there. You got the opportunity to bring that price down below $99 a coin when you do the 5-pack. So I'm going to set out a few more of these original mint packagings here for you to take a look at that. And at $474.75 to get 5, to get yourself in a position of collectability, like I said, in 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the road, to have the first of a kind, which is the S-Proof Morgan 2023. So at $475.75 for all 5 of them, that is $95 a coin, just over. $95.15 a coin. You've got free shipping. You've got the absolute most coveted coins from last year were the Morgan and Peace, and this being part of that series, and this being a first of a kind, this is a no-brainer for many of you. Many of my savvy collectors will be taking advantage of this. You at home, if you've got these already, put yourself in a position, get more. If you don't have any, this is your time. This is when you need to do it. Call now, get online now, YouTube Live, take advantage of the free shipping promo code, and get it at the best opportunity that you're going to have. Because in the future, you know, I can't predict the future, we always say, but it often repeats itself. First-of-a-kind issues always do well for collectors and collectability. All right, so it's all about how many of these coins were made, how rare are these? Well, these coins, there was only 400,000 made. Is it a first-of-a-kind issue? It absolutely is. Of course, they came out with 3 Morgan dollars last year, but this San Francisco proof was the very first kind. So 400,000, complete sellout. You've got millions of collectors across the U.S. and around the world, frankly, that collect our coins because they're so beautiful, they're so gorgeous, they're so coveted. They've been around for so long. I mean, that first year of issue on a Morgan was 1878, right? This is the first ever proof issue with the San Francisco Mint mark. All right, so we've got over 140 years on collectability here, collectors that have got these coins in their collection, and many of them realize, and now you do too, that this is the first of a kind. So take advantage of the 5-pack, get it down to 95 bucks a coin, get it in the original government packaging. You've got that certificate of authenticity now and forever. People love to see that in their collection when they've got the authentic, they've got the real deal. You know, we're online going live here. There are a lot of fly-by-night companies out there that just pop up and disappear. We've been here for over 25 years. If you don't know that, you do now. All right, we're coming up on nearly 25 years. We always have our 30-day money-back guarantee. You just don't find that online. So go ahead, call now. Grab as many as you can comfortably afford. We will be selling out on these. It's a limited time opportunity. That $95 price for the 15-pack is absolutely tremendous, and I don't know if we'll ever be able to do anything like that again, but please do call now because these will go quickly. All right, so I'm gonna give a final call on these because you know that it's just not going to be around. I know the number of collectors. We always roll things out here first to you on our YouTube Lives. We've got our coin concierge service here in Scottsdale, Arizona, and we want to make sure that you get the opportunity, being early adopters to our tech side of things here at CSN, and we're gonna reward you with this. So we're gonna transition over here, get on the line, get on the online and order these, csnmint.com, get on the phone line and call into the number on your screen, 800-975-6475, and ask for the 2023 proof S Mint mark, San Francisco proof Morgan dollar in the original government packaging. Again, at a tremendous value, $95 a coin on the 5-pack, you know, you're going to be in a very, very good position as we go down the road with your collection, having that first of a kind in your collection. So if you already got some, get more, especially at that price. We won't be able to see that again. And thank yourself for taking advantage of being here. And then I mentioned we were going to go to something brand new that nobody's seen before. And that is, we're going to stay on the Morgan, and we're also going to add the piece in here. 2024, whoops. I have not seen these coins literally minutes before we had them just rushed in. They said, they're here, they're here. I mean, this was nick of time here, the very nick of time, literally just minutes before we went live, we got the delivery, okay? We're actually going to be presenting these coins, Corey and I, on the History Channel, on our shows each and every Saturday and Sunday, 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. You can also join us on the History Channel. Corey and I are sharing these coins tomorrow, and when we did the filming for that, we have to, of course, get the film over to History Channel so they can load it in their system, so we do it a little bit early. It's not live like this. And so we had the 2024 mock-ups. So we actually, tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, is on the History Channel. You can see the label, we'll say 2024, MS-70, Morgan dollar, Peace dollar. But this is actually going to be on History Channel tomorrow with a 2023 coin inside the holder. So you're seeing, just minutes after I got to see for the very first time the Morgan dollar and Peace dollar from 2024, the only coins in that series that have been released this year, both coins are in the advance release label. So let's talk about what that means. What does advance release mean? Okay, our savvy collectors, our experienced collectors know that is the program that the U.S. Mint does with a couple of different companies. We're one of the trusted U.S. Mint partners, and we actually are one of the very few partners that are allowed to take advantage and be part of the advance release program. Now, we have a long-standing relationship with the Mint, and we have trusted partnerships with the Mint, and this is very special and very near and dear to the U.S. Mint. This is the only label that the U.S. Mint recognizes. Okay, you've seen early release, you've seen first strike, you've seen first day of issue, and those all are important and serve a purpose, but the advanced release is just that. Roughly 10% of the mintage is put into the advanced release program. And we take part of that, and that's split up between a few different companies. That 10% of the entire mintage is released before the public release. Now, these two coins were released to the public on July 11th. All right, today's the 13th. So we actually got them before July 11th. We got them to ANACS. We got them over there to get them slab sealed and certified. And we said, get us as soon as you can. Shoot us a Morgan and Peace dollar in the mail, rush delivery, please. And so that's why we didn't have it for the History Channel show this weekend, the actual coin. We just had a label mock-up. You're seeing it here for the first time. You're going to want to take advantage of it now. Morgan and Peace dollar in the advanced release series. There's 275,000 coins on the total production. The total mintage is just 275,000. Now, understand this, millions of people collect the Morgan and Peace dollar, literally millions. This is going to be an instant sellout. The advanced release label for us is only 10% of the total mintage roughly. Okay, that's 27,500 would even qualify for this label. 27,500 would even qualify for this label on the most coveted coins of the year. The most sought after, the most anticipated. I've got collectors who call me daily and say, are they here yet? Can I order mine yet? I want to be the first order in, so I'm the first order out. And that's the way it'll work for you. You're going to call now. You're going to get online now. You're going to order these now. And you're going to be the first order in. History Channel show runs on Saturdays, Sundays. Thank you for joining us Friday, folks. Get your orders in now because they're going to be the first orders to go out. That's the way our computer system recognizes it. First orders in, first orders out. Be first on the most coveted of the year. Be the first to have the advance release coins in your collection. Again, 10% of the total mintage. 275,000 is nothing. You know, always under $1 million, we say, is rare, because of the number of collectors out there. Okay, under $1 million on these coins is rare. We're looking at just over a quarter of that, 275,000. Now you get into the smallest subset of the most desired coins of this year, the Morgan and Peace series. You're getting both coins at $4.99.95. You're getting both coins individually slab sealed and certified in the perfect grade Mint State 70. That will be perfect for eternity when you pass these down to your children and their children and their children. These will go through generations. Okay, when you put these into your collection, all right, you've got those available to you in the premier advanced release label. I mean, it just does not get any better than this. So if you're one of those people who says, I like to put myself in the best position possible for my collection. I like the best of the best. I want to have the most desired coins of the year, and I want to have them in the most desired, the most sought after label that there is. This is it. This is before first day of issue. Understand that. We got these coins before the first day of issue, which was July 11th is the first day of issue, just 2 days ago. We already had them being certified and graded. We already had the folks, and keep in mind, with certifying and grading, you've got 3 different graders that have all looked at these coins, all under high-powered microscope, all looking at every square centimeter on these coins. Front, back, edging, everything is inspected here. So you have to understand 275,000, only 27,500 qualify for this label. Less will get perfect 70 grades. I mean, there's going to be near perfect 69s out there. It's just how it happens. All right, so the Philadelphia Mint does a phenomenal job, but they can't strike each and every single coin, 275,000 of them, absolutely flawless. But these are absolutely flawless. These are going to absolutely sell out, especially when we put the opportunity on the History Channel, which reaches hundreds of thousands of homes. Okay? You've got hundreds of thousands of people, and we just don't have enough to go around. You know, last year we sold out of our advanced release. I believe it was in the first airing on the History Channel. And so this year we tried to get as many as we possibly could. It's just not, there's just not that many to go around. So advanced release label on the 2024 Morgan & Peace, both certified, both graded in perfect 70. You've got this opportunity, but you don't have it for long. You've got this opportunity at only $4.99.95. That's going to be for both coins. That's going to be to your door because you're getting free shipping here. All right? The folks on the History Channel, they don't have that opportunity. They don't have free shipping. Okay? So this is your chance to take advantage of that. This is always our thank you to you. This is something I don't know how much more we can do, how many more times we can do that. You know, I keep holding them at bay when they say, hey, this free shipping thing's kind of adding up here, Kevin. You know, and I say just stay patient, stay steady. We want to reward these folks, and this is your reward. You've got that available right now on the number on your screen. Call that 800-975-6475. Understand we've had operators standing by, and we have for nearly 25 years. Understand you can also order online with the YouTube Live promo code, csnmint.com. Happy to do that for you and facilitate that and make it easy for you as well for our tech-savvy online people. No problem there. But get these in your collection. Get them at the initial offer because, you know, we're not going to see these again. And then when we do, as time goes by, you know, the advanced release label is always the most coveted. So that is what happens is we are basically the wholesale price because once they leave our hands at this price, you know, folks, they tend to not, you know, release them out and from their personal collection. If they do, they're going to want to get more than what they had to pay for them, right? So keep that in mind. This is your initial offer. This is the first time, literally a few minutes ago, that I saw these coins. You're seeing them now. This is the best of the best. This is the only U.S. Mint recognized label, okay? First day of issue, you know, early releases, first strike, any numbered editions that all have their place, but this is it. This is the U.S. Mint saying, here's our stamp of approval. Here's what you have, the best of the best. Here is before first day of issue. I mean, it's the smallest subset of the entire series. So that makes it the most rare. What is important about collecting? Rarity and condition. You've got both here. I can't stress it enough. This is going to be your final opportunity, and they're going to go quickly once we get them on the History Channel show. That's literally happening tomorrow at 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. Eastern time. Okay, so if you'd like to see those coins, you won't see a 2024 in the label. We just didn't have them. We do now. You do now when you call, when you order, and when you get online or you call on the phone because they're going to go. They're going to go real quick. We'll get them in other labels. Don't get me wrong. We'll get them in, you know, our first day issues, our early release, our first strikes. We'll get them in different opportunities because the collectability, the furor, the demand for these coins, it's here. I mean, it's been here all year long. Since January, I've had people asking me, hey, when are the Morgan & Peace coming out? I've got all of the coins from last year. I need them all this year. Another thing to keep in mind, this is in the modern issue, this is the first year they've been able to do 2 years in a row of Morgan & Peace dollars. They brought the Morgan & Peace dollar back in 2021, 100-year anniversary. 2022, no Morgan, no Peace from the United States Mint. Okay? The Mint just had planchet issues, and we're not able to produce those coins. They do not exist out of the United States Mint. There's none. There's zero, 2022. All right. So 2023, they did release 3 Morgans and 3 Peace dollars throughout the year. In 2024, they've told us they're going to do that. It's already July. They have the other coins on the schedule for fall, it says, no specific dates. I'm confident, and I hope that they release the other Morgan and Peace dollars. We'll see. The Mint's been very interesting this year with a lot of different things that they've thrown our way that we did not expect. These advanced release labels I will also share with you as our preferred collectors. The price was agreed upon through the advanced release program that we partake in, and a few other select companies are chosen by the Mint to partake in. Okay, the price was set several months ago, and just a few days before they were set to ship, they said we have to change the price. The United States Mint said, sorry, we need to change the price. So, you know, that's just a curveball that was thrown at us in the industry and everybody affected by that. So we just don't know what will happen in the future. The Mint does what the Mint wants, or the Mint only can do what they can do, right? So a lot of things always change. This does not change right now, $4.99.95. That does not change for you. Free shipping does not change for you. The fact that you need to pick up and call right now does not change for you. All right, so I can't stress that enough. You need to get on board early. You need to get the advanced release. You need to get both of these coins into your collection, and thank yourself once you've done that, because you'll be in a very, very enviable position with these 2 coins. It'll be real interesting to see what happens in the quote-unquote fall, as they say, on the other releases. I'm just kind of, you know, on edge there. I hope everything goes well, but we'll certainly see. We'll certainly see. Fingers crossed on that. But these are, for a fact here, now available to you in the best, the most coveted, the most sought after, the most desirable, the most rare label, the advanced release label. Perfect coins, Mint State 70, both coins, Morgan and Peace, at one low price, $4.99.95. Free shipping promo, YouTube Live. That's your best opportunity on the most sought after, the most desirable, the most highly coveted. So you've got all that collectability there. Take advantage of it. Do it now, because it will not last long by any means whatsoever. So, all right. So I'm going to bring out something pretty special, pretty interesting, and that is it's treasure. All right, get ready for this. It's actually some sunken treasure here. So let's take a look at what we got here. Now, 1857, this is dated. All right, 1857. All right. Let's see. All right, so we've got the 1857 pinch of gold dust from the SS Central. All right, this is referred to as the ship of gold. All right, so the SS Central, it actually brought California gold rush to and from the West Coast to the East Coast. All right, that's what the SS Central was known for, and that's what it did. So on September 12th, though, unfortunately, it was stuck in a hurricane. And so the ship ended up sinking after a few days of rough seas, and you had 30,000 pounds of gold and cargo on the ship that sunk to the bottom of the ocean. This was it was about 200 miles off the coast of the Carolinas. So this gold came from California as it had multiple times, right? And so they were expecting to get their shipment and just didn't happen. So unfortunately, it sunk. Unfortunately, some folks did perish, and unfortunately, this sat on the bottom of the ocean for 150 years, over 150 years. 2014, an expedition found this sunken gold. All right, so PCGS has certified this as being pulled directly from the iconic SS Central. All right, so this is a pinch of gold, and for our history buffs out there, you know that a pinch of gold was what the miner's measurement for payment did, right? So they've got that a unique situation here, unique 49er gold, an actual pinch of the California Gold Rush coins that was sunken treasure for over 150 years. You've got this at $124.95. All right, to own something, an actual piece of treasure that was sunk for over 150 years at $124.95. I've spent more on a good dinner with my wife for that, and I don't have anything to show for that dinner. I would sure love to trade one of those dinners for this piece of authentic history that came from 200 miles off the coast of the Carolinas, sunken treasure that they had to go down there and get. Now, this is a great conversation piece. It truly is history in your hands. It should be in a museum, and it can be in your personal museum at home right now at under $125. We've got free shipping on this. We've got the YouTube Live promo code when you call or get on csnmint.com right now. I think there was a dozen or less on these. Okay, so that's not going to last long. These are all individually numbered as well. You see here that it's one of 849 on the reverse label there. And these are all signed by Bob Evans. Now, he actually led the expedition. This is a very, very cool extra little piece on here that Bob Evans' signature will come on here, and he actually led the expedition that recovered all of this gold in 2014. Now, how much gold was on the bottom of the ocean floor? Well, 1857, it had about a $1.2 million worth of gold. Today, you're looking at, with inflation adjusting, right? You're looking at over $300 million was the value on today's prices in 2024 of gold that sank. So, a $300 million accident here, if you will, sat on the ocean floor over 150 years. A tremendous expedition was put together to recover this from the bottom of the ocean floor. It's very, very rare that you have an opportunity for sunken treasure to be in your collection. At $124.95, we've only got a few of these left, and they will go quickly. So get online, call now, get yourself some of this original California Gold Rush gold into your collection. This is an excellent, excellent conversation piece, as I mentioned. Just a phenomenal piece to have in your collection. And thinking about this, September 12th, we're coming up on that date. That's when it sunk, but it was 1857. So you're looking at something well over 150 years old. You're looking at a true piece of history. You're looking at the only opportunity you're going to have to put this in your collection at under $125. Okay, so call now. Stay online if they're lighting up right now, which it looks like they are. Hang tight. Someone will be with you. We're going to get you these available until they sell out. You do not want to miss out on this. You do not. Like I said, at only 12, about a dozen of these left, you do not have another opportunity here. So this will be the final one on this one. Put this piece of that should be in the Smithsonian Museum. Frankly, this should be in the Smithsonian Museum if it's not already. You can have a piece of it at a very, very affordable piece in your museum, in your personal collection, in your personal holdings. Okay, and just a tremendous, tremendous opportunity on a pinch of gold from the California Gold Rush that has just an interesting story. It is certified as authentic by PCGS, one of the top tier grading services and certification services in the United States. We only use through 3 top tier services as recognized by the ANA, and PCGS is one of those 3. So you've got authentic, you've got the real deal, you've got an 1857 story to tell, you've got this ship of gold as it was referred to, the SS Central. You've got it, but you've only got it for a little bit. Get a little piece of history in your collection. Get something that belongs in a museum in your collection. Get something that you can tell folks about and share about. Get it today at only $124.95. Get online, get on the phone, get after it, because it's going to go, all right? Just like everything else that we've been showing today, just really, really sought after, really going to be quick on these, and not going to have a ton of time here. So that will be the final presentation we make on this 1857 gold dust from SS Central. Again, certified by PCGS, individually numbered, as you see here on the screen, and hand signed by Mr. Bob Evans, who led the expedition in 2014 that found this sunken gold that was sitting at the bottom of the ocean for over 150 years, and directly from this iconic SS Central. Get online, get on the phone now. We've got just a short opportunity on this, and this should be in a museum, as I've said, but it can be in your hand. So we've got that. We're going to take that one down, and then we're going to move into the first silver eagles that we've had. Now, this is going to be the 2023 Silver Eagle, and this is going to be, we'll get you those front and back here. It's going to be certified by NGC, and it's going to be certified perfect proof 70. It's going to be certified early release, and it's in a Premier Select Series label. So let's talk about the 2023 San Francisco proof. Now, the proof coins are always some of the most highly sought after. I mean, you can see here that mirror finish to them. You know, they've got that flat surface with the mirror-like backgrounds on them. You know, the mint state coins, those have that flat finish to them, but the proofs, the planchet is polished before it's struck, the design on there. All right, so once the design is struck on there, on that polished planchet, the raised image comes out extremely frosted. It looks like it's hovering over that mirror-like background. You can see Lady Liberty striding forth with the sun behind her, and the words Liberty adorned behind her as she's draped in the American flag, that iconic design that's been there since 1986. And the coin just speaks for itself as far as the beauty of it. I mean, it's just absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to make it even a little bit more gorgeous here right now. Now, West Point does the coins. Now, the West Point Mint produces the coins, so you've got two proofs. In the beginning of the year, the West Point Mint strikes the coins starting in January in proof condition. We talked about that as a method of manufacturing with these polished dies. All right, these polished planchets, when the die hits the polished planchet, the result you see here now in front of you. And they do those the entire year. They do those from January until December, until the demand is met and the year ends. So that is a very, very highly sought after W mint mark, but we have the S mint mark. You see above the tail feathers and below the wings, right, you see the S mint mark. So this is not a West Point one, this is a San Francisco. So usually, you know, middle of the year, end of the year, that's when you start to see the San Francisco mints come out with these coins. Now, let's talk about mintage numbers. West Point in 2023 did 559,975 coins. San Francisco, less than half of that, only 202,558 is the exact number of these coins that were produced. So all out of the two proof coins, that is by far the most rare. Okay, so rarity and condition. All right, if somebody said you can only get one, West Point and San Francisco, gosh, the good thing that doesn't happen. I've got both, and you can too, but what I'm offering you right now is the more rare of the two, the San Francisco proof. All right, now, it's a minuscule percentage when we look at 202,558 of the San Franciscos were made when 559,975 West Points were made. All right, this is also certified in Perfect Proof 70 Ultra Cameo. Now, above that on the label, Proof 70 Ultra Cameo, you see early releases. That means it was struck in the first 30 days of production when the dies are at their sharpest. You know that. It is clearly stated there in that early releases. That's exactly what that means. You've got some of the first coins that were off the press in San Francisco from last year. Now, you've also got our Premier Select Series label. All right, you see that at the bottom there, Premier Select Series. You see it in the top right corner with that PSS stamp. Now, this is an interesting story in itself, this label. Just the label is coveted. It is exclusive to CSN. You cannot get that anywhere else. We are the original to bring this to market for you. All right, so a lot of times, you know, the coins, like I told you, out of the two proofs that were made, this is highly, highly desirable because it's rarity. Well, this label makes it extremely more desirable. There are very few in Perfect Proof 70 Ultra Cameo with the PSS label. The folks at NGC, actually the board of directors at NGC, all agree what coins will be allowed in that exclusive Premier Select Series label. And they've gotten together. We've asked them on multiple times to look at coins for consideration. Believe me, the majority of them, they don't allow to be put in that proof, in that PSS label, that Premier Select Series label. That's how important it is. That's what's going on with the PSS when you see that. You know and understand now that that is an entire process that we have to, we feel the coins are exclusive and premier. We need that Premier Select Series label to show that. And NGC says, great, submit it and we'll look at it. All right, not all of them that we submit get that. It's very frustrating because you know, we want to be able to have that on all the coins, but it's just not possible. You know, we only present the best of the best to them, and not all of them get this Premier Select Series label. So now you understand what this Premier Select Series label is. Now you have the early release definition of there, struck in the first 30 days of production when the dies are at their sharpest. Now you understand that this coin, that there were 2 proofs made last year on the Silver Eagle. All right, you understand that this is the more rare at a little over 200,000, and we're about 560,000 on the West Point. So rarity and condition, the Premier Select Series label, the opportunity to have that at $149.95 will not last long. Okay, call in now, get online now. At $149.95, I expect to see these all gone. All right, and you've got the opportunity. You don't have it for long. So take advantage of it now that you understand the opportunity here, now that we've walked through this label, now that we've talked about this coin. There should be no doubt in your mind that you need this in your collection. At only $149.95, it's a no-brainer. It's an absolute steal. It's one of those that you want to grab and you want to put in your collection, and you know that you got the most rare Silver Eagle on the proof edition from 2023. There were only 2, so let's start there. You've got millions of collectors. I mean, if you've got millions of collectors on something, I don't care what condition it is, I want my hands on it. But I always want it in the highest condition possible. I'll take a near perfect 69, absolutely. But we've got the Perfect Proof 70. We've got it in our Premier Select Series exclusive label that you don't find anywhere else. All right, so when you research these and look it up in the population reports, this is going to be the most rare proof issue of the 2. And then in this exclusive label, it makes it even more rare. The Premier Select Series label, NGC approves, their board of directors, what coins get in that. So now you've got that levels of collectability here that make it very, very interesting, that make it very, very exciting, that make it very, very desirable. Okay? And that's what you want in your collection. That's why we bring these opportunities to you, and we bring them to you exclusively live here on Fridays. Thank you for joining us on all of our live programs, all of our Instagram Live, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, X, Twitter, all of those are going right now, and these coins are going as well. So get on the phone, 800-975-6475. This mirror-like finish, this proof finish, you're going to absolutely love. I'm going to try and get, there we go. I'm going to get my reflection in here. You can see that proof finish on the flat surface of the coin from my fingertip. And guess what you're going to see when you get it home? You're going to see your smile grinning ear to ear on this bad boy. Get it now. Get it while it's available because it's not going to last long. And I actually have to pull it down now. I got to get back to what we're available on here. We're coming up on nearly 40 minutes already. Time flies when you're having fun, and we are having fun today, I'll tell you what. Get that in your collection at only $149.95. Be happy you did so. I've got just a tremendous, I don't know how we're going to get this on screen here. It is so big. This is huge. This is enormous. This is, I'm going to need some help because it is just an awesome, awesome, awesome piece. All right, this is something rare. This is something special. This is something that collectors absolutely love. I mean, it's just, you know, this is a coin. Make no mistake about that. And this is a very rare coin that I'm going to share with you. This is the 2023 Fender Dynamic Duo. So it's actually not a coin, it's two coins, all right? Each of these coins are slabbed in just a ginormous slab, a humongous slab. I'm going to put my hand here on the screen, and you can kind of see comparison, right? And it is, I mean, I don't know if I've seen a slab this big before. I think the only, you know, it's just, if you don't have it, it's just worth it and cool just for the coin slab itself if you've never had a coin slab this large. But this is both coins slabbed in here. This is what's referred to as the Dynamic Duo. All right, this is the Fender guitar and amp set. All right, each of these are struck in 1 ounce of pure silver, 0.999949 silver. Make no mistake about that. What makes it a coin is this is legal tender. All right, there is a denomination struck on here. All right, these are absolutely gorgeous, colorized on the front, and you see the pure silver on the back. All right, you've got a first releases label on here, and you've got this series. This is, I think, the third or fourth in the Fender series that they've done. They've released different opportunities. Fender, the premier guitar producer in the U.S. I mean, I don't play guitar, but I know who Fender is. You may play guitar at home. You may know somebody who's playing guitar. You may have a new up-and-coming guitar player in your family, but everybody knows who Fender is. I don't care if you're 8 or 80. Right? You could be 8 years old or 80 years old, and you know who Fender is. They came out and they released this bass guitar is what this is. It's a bass guitar with that amplifier because they made these obviously in real life, right? So this the Bassman amplifier is going to come with the bass guitar. So it's an authentic, truly certified and rarity because there's only 4,000 of these that were made. All right, so that is a pretty low mintage when we talk about that. These are giant, and these are something that are just a total conversation piece, an absolute treasure from Fender themselves, and I can't imagine how much it would cost to get an original bass guitar with the Bassman amplifier. All right, but here's your opportunity. 4,000 worldwide for the total production, certified by NGC as authentic in the near perfect Proof 69. It's hard and expensive to get these in Proof 70. You're looking at $250 plus in Proof 70. I've got $159.95. Now that's for both. You're going to get both the amp and the guitar certified, slabbed, and sealed in a giant grade and a giant slab, both together, and they're going to come out and hopefully when you hold it in your hand, you're sitting on the couch because it may fall in your lap. It's so heavy. I mean, this is humongous, and it's going to be free shipping too. I mean, we're going to insure it for you. We're going to pay the insurance. They also, you know, it's heavier, so they're gonna ding us for that here. But we got to do what we got to do here to help you at home get this at the best opportunity possible. All right, so I've seen ungraded examples on this going for 200 plus. Like I said, I've seen proof 70s going for 250 plus. 159s, you're out the door price with that free shipping YouTube Live promo. You've got a 999.9 pure fine silver, so you've got the intrinsic value. It's also going to include, and let me get you, that's not all. I mean, this is a monster. This is a monster deal. We're going to include the original packaging. So with collectabilities, with officially licensed collectibles, it's always important to include the original packaging here. All right, it's always important to have that. That's what collectors like. That's what collectors want, and you're going to get that. All right, you're going to get that. I'm just kind of showing where the originally, you see when you get these, this coin slab, now it's certified and graded, is not going to fit what it originally came in. So that square went securely right in here. All right, so the front here is clearly displayed on the original packaging here. You've got, let me do this. You've got the really cool Dynamic Duo original packaging, right? The precision bass and bassman amp, Fender for that funky groove, right? Stereo, all right? On the back of that, and it says here, all right, two times, right? Because you got the guitar and the amp, 1 ounce fine silver shaped coin set, right? They've done a really phenomenal job, which doesn't surprise me because this was brought to us by Pamp Suisse. And they do all of the official, for all of the big name companies that go to them and say, hey, we want to release something special. We want to release something rare. Again, just 4,000 of these total produced. That was it. That was for worldwide production. You think we're playing the Fender guitars here in the U.S. All around the world, Fender is the premier leading guitar producers. I mean, that's just, there's just no doubt about that. You're not a rock star unless you have played a Fender. So we want to do something special. Fender said we want to do a series, and they did do a series. We want to get this out. Now, all the other series, they were guitars. They did not have the amp as well, because Fender sold this as a bass guitar and the bassman amp. All right, that's how they sold it, so that's how they coined this, these two coins together. I mean, the packaging alone is just awesome. I mean, you see that they did a tremendous job here. They worked with Pamp Suisse Fender to design this, to put this together, and these are just an interesting, amazing piece into your collection, and these are super rare at only 4,000. Right? Imagine if you had a Fender guitar where they only made 4,000 of those. Sheesh. I fret to think how much a Fender guitar, an actual guitar where they only made 4,000 of them, would be worth. Again, I said I don't play guitar, but I could imagine being in collectibles, rarity and condition, right? So this is what you've got here. You've got it certified. You've got the opportunity to get both slabbed and sealed by NGC and the near perfect grade of proof 69. Right? We know the method of manufacturing is proof, so when you turn this coin over, this giant coin slab over, you'll see the reverse there. You'll see the extremely beautiful mirror finish to it. It's got all of the original amplifier. They're all individually numbered. We got number 3764 here. So all of these, yours will be individually numbered, the coins themselves. So you know exactly out of 4,000 which was yours to be produced. So that the reverse on the coin and on the amp is a tremendous detail. The individually numbered is just awesome. You see the $2 denomination. These were produced out of the Solomon Islands, so this was struck into law and ratified by them as legal tender there. You've got that British territory, Solomon Islands, so you've got Queen Elizabeth on there. This program was produced when she was still with us, no longer with us. All the coins now, going forward since last year, have been King Charles. So this is a rarity in that it's one of the last Queen Elizabeth pieces that were struck All right, it is licensed and produced out of the Solomon Islands with that $2 denomination. You see the bassman amplifier here displayed. You see the model number. You see that not only the guitar but also the amp is individually numbered, so you'll have matching numbers here, 3764 on the screen. Call now, get that free shipping YouTube Live promo. Get it now because these will not last long. I mean, it's just, you know, we talk about grading coins. It's a tremendous feat to put this huge slab in there, to get these graded and certified, that's probably going to be the biggest coin slab that you've ever had in your hands. So get it now because at this price, $159.95, fits in a lot of people's budgets. These are going to go quick. You also get the original mint packaging. We talked about that. We looked at that, and that's what collectors really want on these officially licensed items, all right? This is a small production here of just 4,000 pieces. We normally don't do the original packaging with our coins, but we felt it was so important because this is an officially licensed Fender, because Fender does there's so few and far opportunities besides their guitars, which, you know, can be thousands and thousands of dollars to get, especially those rare and exclusive ones, to include that original packaging. Obviously, we bear the burden on that when we send that out, when we keep that in our storage, when we, you know, have that included in the shipping, when you're getting free shipping on it. So we're thanking you, as always, on Fridays with these special opportunities. Again, we're taking on the expense on that. It is a $0 shipping item for you. Call now, item number 010222. And ask for that dynamic duo, and we will get that out to you very, very shortly. These are going to be shipping out. Orders that are placed today will be shipping out. Heck, as soon as today, if the warehouse is not busy enough, or not busy, actually, no, I should say Monday. They're always busy. These will go out next week for you. So you'll have them in your hand by the end of the week if you order now. So tremendous opportunity. I'm going to take these down now, and we're going to move into... Let's see what we're going to move into. We're going to move into an amazing three-coin set from 1943. 1943, just a couple short years ago, right? So 1943, three-coin set. It's going to be a Philadelphia minted Lincoln Steel cent, the Denver minted Lincoln Steel cent, the San Francisco minted Lincoln Steel cent. Each of these are in matching Mint State 66. Very tough to do, and I'll talk to you why in a moment, why that's so tough to do on the 1943 Lincoln Steel cent. That is a very high grade. Now, these coins were produced for the banks. These coins were produced to be sent out to the banks to get into circulation, and that's what makes it really tough, because when Philadelphia, when Denver, when San Francisco are charged with getting coinage to be put into circulation, these weren't seen as collector items then. They were just get the currency into the people's hands, right? And get them in there in a new way. This is the first year of issue that we had on this particular type of penny. Now, before, previously the year before and before that, 95% copper was the penny, right? And so these are all steel pennies coated in zinc. So that's how you get that look. They'd never done this before, and they said we need them for circulation, right? So less than 25,000 are certified between Mint State 65 and 66. So between those two grades, this Mint State 66 is a premier grade for this coin. All right, this is a Friday live special here today. I'm calling this. We've had it before at $3.49.95. I went to the powers that be, and I said, we need absolutely something that will blow the collectors away, that will thank them for joining us. We have it. Am I live again? Yeah? Okay. Sorry, little technical difficulties there. But we've got them at only $2.95. Now that's not per coin. That's the entire three-coin set. That's to your door. Now, this is referred to as the wartime penny, the war penny, the wartime cent. You hear them called steelies. World War II, right? We're fighting the Axis powers. It took a lot of copper and bronze, right? And so that's what we had to, that's why the Mint was charged with in 1943, coming up with a new, penny. Same design, but we needed to have it produced out. They toyed around with a lot of different ideas. They toyed, believe me, glass was considered. Glass into a penny. A lot of different things were considered, but this is what they came up with. All right, so we're fighting the Axis powers, right? Again, just took the war efforts. We had to do a lot of conservation here. All right, like nothing we'd ever seen before in our U.S. history. So they went with the steel coated with zinc. All right. And often these were confused with dimes back then because nobody had ever seen anything like this. I mean, just hadn't seen anything like this before. These, they were very interesting. People started to realize that these steel pennies, these new steel pennies, they stuck to magnetic objects. That had never happened before because previously, the year before and all the years prior, they're 95% copper. All right, less than 25,000 in a combined Mint State 65 and 66. There were over 493 million coins made of these coins. All right, there were over 493 million. You know that in 66th grade, there's going to be less than 25,000 certified by NGC. You know that you've got this tremendous piece of history, the wartime efforts. I mean, the United States, obviously, in a world war against the Axis powers, and we had to figure out a way to help in that effort. So there was many, many different things that we did across the United States. The U.S. Mint obviously partaking indirectly in the war efforts, right? They were definitely helping out and transitioning out of those 95% copper because we needed them for bullet casings and things like that, right? So we needed all the copper we could get to help fight against those Axis powers. So the Allies, good thing that we all teamed up and did that and we all sacrificed. But this is a tremendous piece of history. This is the lowest price we've been able to offer this 3-coin set. This is your Friday thank you. This is $2.95 on the dot, out the door, free shipping, YouTube Live, promo code, call, get online now. Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco, all 3 coins at $2.95. Thank you for joining us. You've got a tremendous opportunity here, and I've just got a few minutes left. I do want to get to my last item. So call on this Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco 3-coin. Mint State 66, I mean, from 1943, these were in circulation. To get a 66 from, that long ago, to get that history, to get, the wartime efforts, the war pennies, all individually certified. I mean, coins themselves, you're looking at, I don't know, if we get a great deal, maybe $30 through NGC to certify. So that's, nearly $100 right there just in certification fees. So call now on those. We're going to wrap here. This is the last item for today. Man, time flies when you're having fun. This is an interesting story. All right, this is from 2020. And we talked about history with those 1943 wartime effort pennies. We're going to talk about 2020. All right, we're going to talk about American Silver Eagles. All right, most sought after, most collected modern issue coin, pure silver here. All right, brought to us originally in 1986 and has not slowed down one bit since. Now, sometimes methods, the manufacturing slows down because of certain things that happen. You should remember just 4 short years ago, in March of 2020, we had a little thing that encompassed the entire world, just like World War II we talked about on the 1943 pennies. That was, COVID, of course, right? So the Mint was impacted by that as well. Many of you were probably transitioned to working from home and doing that types of thing. The Mint at West Point strikes the Mint State Silver Eagles for over 25 years of the program now. They handle the Mint State Silver Eagles. The Mint State Silver Eagles are always graded MS. We've got the near perfect MS 69s on these. These were produced at the West Point Mint like they are each and every year. However, Mint was on a skeleton crew. It was the COVID era. The West Point Mint asked for help from both Philadelphia Mint and San Francisco Mint, all right? So when these coins are struck and made, they're put into 20 coin, stacked on 20 coins on top of each other inside tubes, and those tubes are loaded into what we call the monster boxes, and those boxes contain 500 coins. They've got the 20 coin tubes, total of 500 in there, and then they're shipped out to bullion distributors. Now, as you see here labeled emergency production on the coin, we have never been able to, and that's exactly what these were. I mean, it was emergency. It was all hands on deck. It was, the demand is there. Folks are at home, and we're actually seeing, folks that transitioned to home were driving to work less. They weren't going out to celebrate anywhere because everything was shut down. They had a demand for these, and there was uncertainty in the world. Anytime there's uncertainty in the world, that's when precious metals seem to be spiking, right? So the West Point Mint, they actually, believe it or not, they produced over 30 million of these coins. But here's the kicker. We always talk about rarity. How rare is it? Now, West Point, they produced over 30 million. Philadelphia and San Francisco, well, let's look at San Francisco. They made 1 million of these coins. That's it. All right, when you look at, West Point, 30 million. Now we dropped to 1 million were produced at San Francisco. And the S Mint mark is not on the coin or any Mint State coin, so you see it on the label there in parentheses. You'll see it clearly, the 2020 S. And then we've got the Philadelphia Mint. It's the second rarest Silver Eagle and Mint State ever. This is the second rarest ever. Only 240,000 of these special emergency production, clearly stated on the label, P Mint. You'll find that in parentheses there. 2020 P Eagle. All right, emergency production. All right, so struck at the Philadelphia Mint. This is going to be the second rarest Mint State Silver Eagle ever. All right, and 240,000. That's all that were produced. Again, 20 coins stacked on top of each other, placed in tubes, placed in boxes of 500, and get them out to the bullion dealers. So West Point had always, I shouldn't say always, but predominantly over the last quarter century, 25 years plus, produced those Silver Eagles in Mint State MS condition, also referred to as bullion condition, also referred to as the business strike, all right? And that happens to this very day, but we needed help. So you've got the most rare in these two coins from 2020 on the MS coins, only 1 million minted at San Francisco. Philadelphia, 240,000, that's minuscule. That's nothing. That's the second rarest Mint State Silver Eagle ever produced by the American Silver Eagle program going back to 1986, all the way up to today, 2024. So, we had to provide these sealed 500 coin monster boxes. They're all specifically barcoded that they came from either West Point, Philly, or San Francisco. So we had to provide that to NGC. And we had to provide that sealed. So we got those coins to them sealed. If you were to try and find that Philadelphia alone, in a perfect condition of 70, you're looking at over 200 bucks on that one. This is less than $60 a coin. You've got the intrinsic silver, 1 ounce pure silver here. You've got the grading fees, and then you've got this exclusive to us only. This is the flag core label that we've put together. And we actually are the only ones. If you see this out there from someone, it came from us. We're the wholesalers on that. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, 20 years from now on the 20-year anniversary of COVID in 2040. Well, even less than 16 years from now. I look 5 years out, which is 1 year away. I look 10 years out. I look 20 years out on things. I look to the future, and I try and help you do that too by putting this in your collection at less than 60 bucks a coin. This is a warehouse find. This is a deal of the day here. This is free shipping with our YouTube Live promo code. This is going to go quickly. You've got both coins clearly labeled, Philadelphia and San Francisco. You've got them in our flag core label exclusive to us in our partnership with NGC. You've got a limited time on these. You've got the phone number on the screen. You've got the website, csnmint.com. You've got us here for over 20 years, coming up on 25-ish years here soon. And you've got a tremendous opportunity that you need to take advantage of before we sell out at only $119.95. So as always, we try and, well, not try, we do bring you, this is one of those amazing, tremendous opportunities that you're not going to find anywhere else, all right? And this is truly that. And we truly appreciate you joining us today for our YouTube Live, our Twitter, X, Instagram Live. Thank you on whatever platform you're joining us. If you haven't subscribed to us on all of the platforms, do so. Sometimes our team, we want to keep, we can't advertise everywhere, so we do some releases on some of those different platforms. So subscribe to all of them, because with the limited inventory, sometimes we just do select platforms just to push something out there and offer it there because of the limited opportunities. So take advantage of what we've talked about today. Thank you for joining us. Have a safe and happy weekend. We will see you back here next weekend, Friday, and we'll join you then. Thanks so much, and have a great weekend.